This MLB team went from having 72 wins and 90 losses to 90 wins and 72 losses in one season. However, none of this could have happened without the MLB commissioner stepping in, stripping the team of 13 international prospects and banning their general manager for life. And today, this MLB team is baseball's #1 team. It was 2017, and the Atlanta Braves were having a rough season. With low expectations to get anywhere in the season, the Braves were more focused on the future. In August, the Braves called up one of their top prospects, Ozzie Albies, who immediately made an impact and showed his potential. By October, the Braves had finished the season with 72 wins and 90 losses. Not much was expected as the Braves were rebuilding the team. But what was really shocking to the team was when MLB opened up an investigation due to multiple complaints about Major League teams' behavior of signing international players. In total, 15 MLB teams were being investigated for how they have been handling international prospects. What was this complaint? Most of you guys might have been wondering. In 2017 and the earlier years, multiple anonymous complaints had reached the MLB about teams violating and finding ways around the MLB international signing rules. Such a complaint could possibly come from another team. The international signing rule applies to players living outside the country who do not attend a US, Canada, or Puerto Rico high school at age 16, or before the player turns 17 by September 1st before their contract. This rule allowed teams to scout and sign players using the international pool bonus money, which starts at $4,750,000, an extra $500,000 for teams who received competitive balance round A, and an additional $1 million for competitive balance round B, totaling to $5,750,000 that a team could receive to sign international players. On November 21, 2017, MLB concluded its investigation and found the Atlanta Braves guilty of circumventing the international signing rules during each of the past 3 signing periods. This means that the Braves were finding ways around the league's rules. During the investigation, they determined that multiple teams were being accused of doing this. Still, they found the Atlanta Braves to be doing this worse than when the Boston Red Sox got caught in 2015 after spending $62 million on Yoan Moncada and running out of international bonus money. The Red Sox couldn't sign any player for more than $300,000. They avoided this by packing players into bundles and reporting less than they signed for. As a result, the Boston Red Sox lost 5 international prospects after the MLB commissioner determined that the Red Sox paid more than they were allowed to. Those players became free agents and eligible to sign with any team. According to multiple news sources, the Braves took one of the most anticipated international prospects, Kevin Mayton, who ranked 38th on MLB 100 prospects list, along with another player, and housed them in an apartment in Florida before the signing period to avoid contact with other teams. This is one of many ways teams were approaching international players. The Braves paid under-the-table bonuses to top-ranked players in package deals with Dominican and Venezuela agents. That allowed them to dodge MLB's rules that restrict how much a team can spend on international amateurs. Teams that go above a preset cap are subsequently limited on how much they can spend in the next signing period. By hiding the money paid out from 2015 through 2016, the Braves were able to sign Mayton and several other teenagers the summer after for bigger bonuses than they should have been allowed to receive. Paying Korean shortstop Ji-won Bae more than the league-mandated $300,000 bonus under the table ruled that each of the 9 players who signed contracts exceeding $300,000 should be granted free agency. These players include Kevin Maitan and Abraham Gutierrez, pitchers Juan Contreras, Jeffrey Del Rosario, and Guillermo Zuniga, outfielder Juan Carlos Negret, and infielders Yency Peña, Junior Severino, and Livan Soto. Additionally, MLB nullified the signings of Brandel Mesquita, Angel Rojas, and Antonio Sucre after discovering their involvement in package deals. These deals involve a player accepting a reduced signing bonus, with the excess funds redirected to the player's agent through inflated bonuses awarded to other clients. In total, the Atlanta Braves went beyond the bonus pool cap by $11 million. They had to release 13 prospects, place harsh restrictions on the international market, forfeit draft picks, restricted the team from signing an international free agent for a bonus greater than $10,000 during the 2019 and 2020 signing period, and cut their bonuses by 50%. Banned for life, General Manager John Coppolella and President of Baseball Operations John Hart had to step down. This is one of the biggest scandals in the franchise, but what happened the following season left fans amazed. Following the MLB decision, the Braves CEO and chairman Terry McGuirk chose Alex Anthopoulos to serve as the club's general manager. What happened the following season? With the new GM, Alex Anthopoulos, the future couldn't come any sooner, as the Braves had a really good farm system, even though they lost 13 prospects. During the 2018 season, the Braves sent 4 players to the All-Star game: Ozzie Albies, Freddie Freeman, Nick Markakis, and Mike Foltynewicz. Coming off the All-Star break, the Braves were sitting 10 games over 500 with a 52-42 record. With their number 1 prospect, Ronald Acuna Jr., winning the 2018 Rookie of the Year, the Braves finished the season with 90 wins and 72 losses. In November 2018, Anthopoulos signed Josh Donaldson to a 1-year deal worth $23 million. In April of the 2019 season, the Braves signed Acuna to an 8-year, $100 million contract. Acuna went on to join the 30-30 club, finishing the season with 41 home runs and 37 stolen bases. During the 2019 season, Donaldson had a career year, smashing his way through 37 home runs, driving in 94 runs, and finishing the season with a 126 OPS+. The Braves' offense was also led by Freddie Freeman, who had his most productive year. And by the emergence of rookie Austin Riley, who got called up to the Major League on May 15, 2019. By May 29th, Austin Riley hit his first Grand Slam and his 7th home run of the season. By June 1st, Riley hit his 8th home run in 16 games, making him the fastest player in the Braves franchise to do so. That season, the Braves finished with 97 wins and 65 losses. The 2020 season was cut short, but that did not stop Alex Anthopoulos from adding players to their roster. They took in Marcell Ozuna, who led the National League with 18 home runs and 56 RBIs in just 60 games. That season, the Braves finished with 35 wins and 25 losses, winning the National League division. The 2021 was no different, as they had their core players and went on to add Charlie Morton, Will Smith, and Drew Smyly to boost their pitching along with their star lineup. By July, Ronald Acuna was on pace to have the biggest season of his career, in which he was leading the All-Star votes with over 3 million, while hitting 24 home runs and 52 RBIs and 17 stolen bases. But tragedy struck when Acuna went to leap for a catch in the outfield and tore his ACL, in which he missed the second half of the season. With Acuna's injury and the Braves hovering around the 500 mark, forced Alex Anthopoulos to shop at the trade deadline, in which the Braves acquired Jock Peterson, Jorge Soler, Eddie Rosario, Adam Duvall, and reliever Richard Rodriguez. Since then, the Braves went on to have the most prominent second half with 44 wins and 28 losses. And with an MLB record 59 homers from players who began the season elsewhere. That season, the Braves went on to win the division and the 2021 World Series. All this resulted in a complete turnaround by the events of a major scandal, which let the Braves become one of the best teams in baseball, as their general manager proved year after year to climb the ranking ladder among baseball's top teams. The Braves went on to win 6 straight titles and winning the 2021 World Series. Having such success over the last few seasons, the Braves managed to secure baseball's top talents like Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley, Matt Olson, and Michael Harris II, Spencer Strider, and Sean Murphy, to long-term contracts in which many consider cheap and generous contracts, and all these thanks to Alex Anthopoulos, the general manager who made everyone forget about the Braves' 2017 scandal and making the Braves the 2024 #1 team in baseball.